Thank you, Vincent. And big thanks to CIMA and this whole community here. It's special to be here because for so much of the history of Hollywood, the Catholic Church was more associated with keeping artists from saying what they wanted to say, because of the Hayes office and because of the importance of Hollywood being, especially during the days of just movies and not television, of Hollywood being a clean place to work, of not necessarily showing the rougher and dirtier parts, of having stories end on an upbeat note, even though life doesn't. And there were a lot of pressures brought to bear, and a lot of it related to the fact that the studios were founded by Jews and they needed to adapt and they needed to get along with the rest of the country. And our country's this miracle where people from all these different creeds come together. And I feel like in a tiny little way, CIMA recognizing a show as complicated as Ray Donovan is and its relationship to faith and religion is a sign of the incredible growth that we're undergoing and asking difficult questions. The last people I expected to hear mentioned here were Richard Dawkins, and it's astounding. If Ray Donovan was in a relationship on Facebook with God, it would say it's complicated. That's what goes on. I wanted to, in the show, for those who haven't seen it, the two lead characters have both murdered a priest, and two of the main characters were abused by priests, and yet the Catholics in Media Association is awarding the show. And that just speaks to a major change in terms of how we're going to think about discussing what's really going on in our media and in the country. And I find it deeply inspirational. And I'm just here representing the hundreds of people who make the show, Showtime, who finance the show and give us so much help, the incredibly talented artists, actors, and craftspeople who work on the show. On behalf of all of us, I want to say, we are really honored to be brought here, and really hopeful that that an organization like CIMA, giving an award to a show like ours, might point the way towards us talking about the struggle that goes on. Because the truth is, Ray Donovan struggles with his faith, profoundly. And he struggles in life, and God isn't always an easy place for him to go for answers, and that's true of many of the characters in this show. We had a Catholic boxer inspired by Oscar de la Hoya in the show. Life is often about struggle, and it's that road that we dramatists try to illuminate with some truth. And so being recognized by you all for that is inspiring, and we're so grateful. Thanks a bunch.